Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me today for a random rummage video. Gonna get into something that is kind of a pet peeve of mine in the hobby. I am not a fan of CardSaver cases for storing my cards. I think these are great if you're sending cards off for grading, but when it comes to storing cards in my personal collection, these drive me nuts. They're a pet peeve of mine. I've got a stack that have come in for probably over the course of 2 or 3 years from eBay purchases that have been sitting on my pack shelf, and I'm ready to get these put away and put into some other method of storage here in my collection. So this is going to be a quick rummage. Going to get through this stack of probably 15 to 20 of these CardSaver holdered cards, and got a little bit of everything in here. So I'm going to flip the camera around and we'll get to it. Thanks. All right, here we are with the dreaded stack of CardSaver 1 and 2s. And let's just, without wasting any more time, let's just get down to it and see what we have in the stack. So this first one is a Topps On Demand 3D card from 2020. And this blue tape is not going to cooperate with me here. Terrible start to this portion of the video, but this is a Xander Bogaerts. Love this set. Has that lenticular technology a la Kellogg's from the 70s or Sportflix from the 80s, but more well done than either of those sets, I would say. So a nice one there for the Xander Z Folio. Got a Star Wars card next, and let's just take this one out right now thanks to the marker on this case. But this is a blue rainbow Chewbacca, numbered out at 99 in the upper right there, from the 2016 Topps Star Wars High Tech release. Beautiful looking card there, numbered on 99. I believe I got this one on eBay, if I recall, for about $4 shipped. A pretty cool Star Wars card there. 2 copies here of a soccer card from the 90 Pro Set English Premier League set. This is Roy Keane. I believe this is his rookie card, and this is probably the second most sought after card in the 90 Pro Set soccer release after the Alan Shearer rookie. So grab 2 copies of this. They're kind of beat. You can see along the top, especially these aren't copies I'd send off for grading or anything. Got these because they were, I think, around $1 each, and they'll make fun additions to my Soccer Z Folio. So I think that's, there might be one other soccer card in here, but not a lot of soccer today. Here's a guy I enjoy a lot, Kyle Tucker. This is, I believe, a pre-rookie card from Bowman's Best and is a refractor. Not bad. This was a Sport Lots pickup probably 3 or 4 years ago now. Nice looking card, but I'll have to get it out of this for sure, especially with this cardboard tape to the back. I'll be freeing Kyle Tucker after this video. Got some vintage next. How about a Jackie Jensen? Picked this one up in a lot of a few 59 singles that I grabbed for my set build. So nice clean looking card there, number 400 on the checklist, Jackie Jensen. This will be heading directly into my 1959 Topps binder on the bookshelf to my left at the conclusion of today's video. And to go with that, here's kind of a tough one, a sneaky tough card. This is the New York Yankees team card, also from the 59 release. Well-centered, vibrant color. If I tilt this, you can see there is a crease in the upper left, which is what kept this one affordable. That would probably be a deal breaker for some, but with my 59 set in a binder, it's kind of an any condition goes, at least for starters. And then if I ever get it finished, maybe I'll upgrade some down the line, but I'm far from being at a point where that's a concern. But just a beautiful looking card there. And of course, this would have, you know, Mickey Mantle on it, and Yogi Berra, Whitey Ford, and many other Yankees from that classic time period. So I love that team card. Jumping forward, here's a hockey buyback card. So this was issued in 2016 by Upper Deck, and it is a 25th anniversary of the 1992 Fleer Ultra set, which was the first Fleer Ultra hockey set. Has that very memorable design that Ultra used across all 4 major sports in 92. I love that. Love buybacks. Leach is a Hall of Famer. This one just checks a lot of boxes for me. These are not easy cards to find, being serial numbered to just 25. So I do try to scoop these up if I find Hall of Famers or significant players, or even any player if it's, you know, dirt cheap, because I'm a sucker for the buyback. So nice Brian Leach there. Really, really talented defenseman who probably deserves more hobby love and more love within the sport. Next up, I have a trio from one of my favorite sets ever, 1950 Bowman. And I believe that marker is on the case, not the card here. So let's take this one out, get a better look at it. I just adore 50, 51, and 52 Bowman. So these will be added to that kind of slow accumulation of those three sets. Beautiful Boston Braves card here of Bob Chipman. You could definitely be forgiven if you didn't recognize him based on the front of the card. But I love this, and I love that it's from a time period where the Braves were in Boston prior to their move as a franchise. So really cool card there. I can never get enough of these. And on that note, here's another one for the Phillies. Let me free this one here. This is Eddie Sawyer. Card number 225. Love the backs on these as well. Nice crowd in the background here. And again, these are like just in decent condition, maybe very good to excellent. I don't need perfection with 50 Bowman. I'm just happy to have them. And then last but not least, on the 50 Bowman front, about Allie Clark. Almost looks a little bit like early Win. You could be forgiven for making that mistake, in my opinion. And some chipping or staining here along the edge and corner on this guy. But again, this is better than the Allie Clark copy that I had prior to this, which was none. So I'm just happy to have it. And if I ever get to a point to upgrade it, then great. But don't feel the need to. Here's the other soccer card that I referenced. This is from the Stadium Club Premier League set that came out in 2016. I loved this set. Opened a wax box of it at the time. Built the entire base set, which is not too difficult. And this is a gold foil parallel of Raheem Sterling, who at the time played for Manchester City and, of course, still represents the English national team. So pretty cool card there. I really, really dug that Stadium Club Premier League release. Wish they had kept that up. Here's a Keith Shore Wander Franco 89 Bowman card. Grabbed a couple of these, I think a year or two back, just because they were under $5. I enjoy Keith Shore's artwork. And obviously Wander, was a pretty big name at the time, who seems to have kind of been forgotten about in over the last year. I know he had injury issues and didn't exactly have a stellar 2022 season, but it does seem like if you're a Wander Franco fan, it might be a good time to pick up some cards of his. His prices seem a little bit low compared to, Julio Rodriguez and other guys who are the current darlings of the league. Just a couple more cards here. Got two of these. These are one of my favorite inserts in hockey, period. From the 2013 Panini Prism release. These are immortalized inserts that feature the Stanley Cup, but these are the silver or Prism versions. Like, look at the light on these. Man, every time I get one of these in hand, it reminds me that I should try to complete the entire set. These might be my favorite hockey inserts of the 2010s as a decade, period. Any manufacturer, any set, they're just insane. So Bobby Clark on the left, the great Ray Bork on the right, Stanley Cup etching. Just amazing. I can't say enough about these cards. I don't know how close I am to a set. I don't think I'll ever get there. These are really, really tough, but couldn't be happier to find this pair in this stack of CardSaver cards today. And then we're going to close it out. I'm actually going to hop over here and grab this little lamp that I have for effect, because the last two cards that we're going to look at, this is an insert set from baseball from 2013. And I just think this is awesome. I give Topps a ton of credit for these. They're not new. They did these back in the 90s. So the 2013 release was a throwback to those 90s cards, late 90s to early 2000s. These are from Topps Archives, and they're known as Gallery of Heroes. And they basically look like stained glass windows. So I have two Hall of Famers here to show, Lou Gehrig and Roberto Clemente. And, these actually look pretty awesome right now because I have a good amount of light in here. But in order to really appreciate them, I'm going to backlight one here with this little reading lamp that I have. And check out how these cards look when you get some light behind them. Like, just awesome. Absolutely amazing cards. So there's the Gehrig, and here is the Clemente. So I am kind of slowly working on, I would love to complete this entire set of these Gallery of Heroes inserts from 2013 archives. They're extremely condition sensitive. Like you can kind of see with the backlighting here, the black border is prone to like some whitening along the edges and corners. Believe it or not, these are some of the better conditioned copies I could find of these cards. So they're not for the faint of heart condition-wise. If you're someone where even the tiniest flaw is going to prevent you from enjoying a card, then I don't recommend going after these. But I don't fall into that category. I think these are great. I think they're really, really creative, and hope to track down the rest of them. But for today, free Lou Gehrig and Roberto Clemente from their CardSavers, and I'll get these assimilated into the collection. So that is a wrap for today's video. Really ran the gamut here across different sports and even non-sports. Hit on a lot of stuff, and it's going to be very rewarding to get all these out of their cases and put in their new homes. So thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you spending 10 minutes of your time to check out these pickups that I've been sitting on for a good long time. And I'll certainly be back in the very near future with some more content. Till then, take care and enjoy the hobby, everybody.